Where does space actually begin? It sounds like a simple question, but the moment you try to answer it, the answer slips away. Is it the edge of the blue sky, the altitude where planes stop flying, the height of a Mount Everest, or the place where astronauts float above Earth? The truth is far stranger, because space doesn't start at a line, it fades in. And once you understand that, you realize you're already living closer to space than you think. When we ask where does space begin, what we're really asking is something deeper. Where does Earth end? Where does the atmosphere stop? And the surprising answer is, it never truly does. The air around us doesn't suddenly end above our heads. It doesn't stop at mountain peaks. It doesn't disappear where airplanes cruise. Instead, Earth's atmosphere stretches upward, layer by layer, becoming thinner, more rare, more extreme the higher you go. Even hundreds of miles above the surface, Earth is still holding on. Take the International Space Station. It orbits only a few hundred miles above Earth, roughly the distance between major cities on the ground. Yet, despite being in space, it's still not free from Earth's atmosphere. There is still enough air up there. So thin you'd never notice it, but enough to slow the station down. Like driving a car through invisible resistance. That's why the space station constantly needs rocket boosts. Without them, atmospheric drag would slowly pull it back down until gravity wins. So by that definition, space hasn't really begun yet. Even at those altitudes, the environment is alive with motion. There is neutral gas, ionized particles, electrically charged plasma, radiation streaming in from the sun. This region is dynamic, volatile, and constantly changing. We call it space weather. Solar storms ripple through it, energy flows along Earth's magnetic field. Auroras ignite when charged particles slam into the upper atmosphere. This is not emptiness. This is a turbulent frontier where Earth meets the cosmos. And here's where the idea becomes even more mind-bending. In a very real sense, Earth itself isn't floating in empty space. We are immersed in the atmosphere of the sun. The sun doesn't just shine light, it breathes. It releases a continuous stream of charged particles called the solar wind, filling the entire solar system. That means as you move away from Earth, you don't exit one atmosphere and enter nothing. You move from Earth's atmosphere into the sun's atmosphere. Only when you travel billions of kilometers outward, past planets, past comets, past the farthest probes, do you reach the edge of this solar influence. That boundary is called the heliopause. It's the place where the sun's breath finally meets the cold pressure of interstellar space. Only there, truly, does our cosmic neighborhood end. So when people ask where does space begin, the answer isn't a number. It depends on perspective. If you mean where breathable air effectively ends, about 60 miles up. If you mean where Earth's atmospheric drag becomes negligible, around 400 miles. If you mean where the sun no longer dominates, far beyond Pluto. Each answer is correct and incomplete, because space isn't empty. It's layered, connected, alive, and every layer tells a story about how planets, stars, and life itself interact with the universe. If you're enjoying journeys like this, where science meets wonder, this is exactly what we explore here on Orbital Vistas. Subscribe and you'll never look at the universe the same way again. From where you're sitting right now, you might feel completely separated from space. But the reality is, there is no sharp border. Above you, air fades into plasma. Plasma fades into solar wind. Solar wind fades into the interstellar sea. And Earth exists inside all of it. Every breath you take is connected to processes that stretch millions of kilometers outward. Every aurora is a visible reminder that we are not isolated. We are part of a living cosmic system. Space doesn't begin somewhere far away, it begins gradually, quietly, right above your head. The universe isn't something we visit, it's something we inhabit, and the boundary between Earth and space isn't a wall, it's a transition, an endless gradient between home and infinity. This is Orbital Vistas, bringing you breathtaking views, infinite perspective. See you in the next journey.